Screenshot that, bitch. This is just the first shit that I had in my hand, bro. Shit. But they're all different topics. I'll show you guys some of them. Reminiscence of a Stock Operator, On Fear by Krishnamurti. I can't show you guys that book because that's too much sauce. Philip Drew Administrator, Brave New World, The Tipping Point, Doing It Done, The Daily Stoic, Integrity Selling, Wim Hof, The Wealth of Nations, The Carrot Principle. There's a really good book called The Millionaire Master Plan. It's a book that I think resonates a lot with me. And the Millionaire Master Plan is a premise that gives you an understanding as where you are in business and where you are in your career. So this is more for the entrepreneur. This is your book on selling. Do you see that shit? Do you see how used this shit is? That's why I'm gonna be rich for the rest of my life. So, Zig Ziglar, Secrets of Closing the Sale. Pick this book up. Do you see how used this shit is, bro? This is how I know how to make money, bro. I didn't get lucky in fucking crypto. I did millions of dollars in sales prior to putting my entire net worth into crypto. Thanks, Frankie. Appreciate you, big dog. We got Secrets of Closing the Sale. Pick up this book right now. Read it from end to end. This, you can take a screenshot of it and then you can reverse it. Secrets of Closing the Sale. Pick up the fucking book. Don't be a fucking peasant. Learning is a science. Let me see if I can pull up the book real quick. I think it's called... Okay, perfect. You see, because I'm a G, bro. I'm a G. I pulled this shit out of... Literally, I pulled this shit out of... How do I make this bigger? This is your book on how to learn how to read, okay? This is your book on how to read. Shit. This is your book on learning how to read. You see, I'm a smart motherfucker, bro. I'm a smart motherfucker. The Science of Self-Learning. How do we read in the right way? There you go. That's how you read in the right way. Couple books that I need you guys to cover, okay? If you care about your life. If you don't care about your life, it's fine. I'm not worried, okay? Number 1, Too Big to Fail. Too Big to Fail, okay? It's gonna cover the last economic crisis that we had. Basically, the bailout system, how things took place. This was given to me by a billionaire about 6 months ago. How to Make Money in the Stock Market. It's the first book I ever read in the stock market. Do you guys know why I understand how to chart? Because I fucking study charts. Okay? So it gives you breakdown of charts over the last, what is it? Since the 19 or 20th century? I think it's since like, I think it's like pre-World War II charts. So we're charting the whole shit. This time it's different, okay? So 8 centuries of financial mistakes. 8 centuries of financial mistakes in one book. You don't need to watch no fucking YouTuber that's 22 years old telling you shit. This time it's different. That's what they said, right? That's what they said about crypto. That's what they said about the stock market, and you bought into that shit, right? You bought into it. You bought into it. They told you this time it's different. This time Bitcoin's going to 100 grand, 150 grand. That's what a used book looks like. Most of you guys don't know what a used book looks like. This time is different, they said. I want somebody to post in the comments right now how much money was printed by the US government. How much money was printed by the US government? I need that right now. Put it in the comments section. And the second thing I need you guys to look up, and we're doing this together, right? As a community, we're putting this together. We're doing this together as a community. The second thing I want you guys to look up is how much money has been pulled from the stock market. How much money has been pulled from the stock market? What you're gonna do is compare the amount of money printed and the amount of money that's been extracted. Almost $10 trillion have been extracted from the stock market. Do you think that was noobs? Do you think that was noobs? No, noobs are holding the bag. It's usually how it works.
Last book on your list, Liar's Poker. This is how we're gonna understand how to, look, you understand when a book is used, right? Do you understand this? Do you understand this? Everybody's out here recommending How to Win Friends and Influence People, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Those, whenever anybody tells me those two, I automatically know that they don't know shit. Because everybody's out here recommending the same garbage. So I've just put you on to 4 books that nobody will ever put you on because most people don't even read. I need you guys to cross these 4 books, whether it's audiobook, whether it's whatever, right? Whether you read it, family group study, whatever, I don't care. You read these 4 books, okay? These are your 4 books. I'm gonna run through the list one more time before we get started with our session today. These are the books on your list, okay? These are the books on your list. Number 1, Too Big to Fail. Everybody says Bitcoin's too big to fail. The US system's too big to fail. I've been talking about this crisis for 2 years, motherfuckers. 2, How to Make Money in Stocks. Complete investing guide. I remember riding the bus. Poor when I purchased this book. Poor. This time it's different. 8 Centuries of Financial Folly. Masterpiece. These 2 books were given to me by 2 different billionaires, okay? From their libraries. If you don't read them, you're an idiot. And these are guys that manage like $100 million to $1 billion funds. It's crazy. And the final one is Liar's Poker, for you to understand kind of how Wall Street really plays. Okay? So these are this is your list, guys. This is your list, okay? I live right here. Descartes wrote, let me find it. I think I have it somewhere here. It's a book about understanding why rewiring your mind is absolutely essential. Is it this one? Okay, here's the book. You won't find this book, but it's called The Passion of the Soul. The Passion of a Soul. The Passion of the Soul by Descartes. And Descartes says, I think, therefore I am. Descartes says, I think, therefore I am. What does that mean? Is that you don't become without first rewiring this. And that's not me, right? I'm not telling you this. So I don't need you to take it like, oh, this is Luke's opinion. No, I'm telling you what one of the most renowned philosophers of all time understands about the human psyche.
These are the 11 books that made me rich, okay? These are the 11 books I attribute my money to. And they're not all books, they're just reads. So we have Time is Money by Aidan Nolan. We have Scientific Advertising. This is probably one of the best books in the world. The Art of War by Sun Tzu. If you haven't read this, fucking G book, like a G book, like literally a G book, has revolutionized companies and has revolutionized individuals at some of the highest levels in society. I know most Forbes 500 companies, CEOs and companies have this as a required reading or preferred reading. A book that none of you guys have ever read because it was given to me by some high net worth individuals, and I know none of you guys have heard it. It's the Millionaire Master Plan. This book right here, this shit's crazy, bro. The Changing World Order by Ray Dalio. This book came out a year ago, 2 years ago. I don't know exactly, but Ray Dalio is talking about what's happening around the world, okay, and how to prepare for the demise of America. Like that is in essence what he's talking about, and he's giving you the clues. Shop management, understanding management. You know, if you want to run a successful business, you have to learn how to manage companies. High output management. You have to learn how to be a CEO, right? A CEO is out here putting off fires 24/7. It ain't fun, right? It ain't fun shit. Next we have Your Next 5 Moves by Patrick Bet-David. If you guys aren't familiar with Patrick in Valuetainment, he's a fucking G. The 5 Levels of Leadership by John Maxwell. Phenomenal book, right? Phenomenal book that's just gonna give you the understanding of what it means to be a successful leader. Because if you want to run a successful organization, you can't run it by force. People have to like you, right? People have to buy into you and buy into your ideas. This is how you become a real leader, not just a boss. Just because you pay people, guys, for all my business owners out there, I need you to understand something. Just because you pay somebody's fucking salary doesn't mean that they owe you their fucking life, bro. They are not your slaves. Treat them with respect. Treat them kindly. Treat them as fucking human beings, and I promise you they'll stick around for a long ass time. Some of y'all acting cool because you're out here paying salaries, bro. You couldn't do shit without your employees. Fucking get your shit together. The Lord of Easy Money. This is a little bit more giving you guys a background on how the system works. And then finally we have, this is the white paper from Satoshi Nakamoto regarding Bitcoin, right? So you kind of understand how peer-to-peer network and money works. I highly recommend you picking up this. You can probably find it online. So these are the 11 books, right, that I attribute making money. And if you guys don't read these books, you don't really want it.
Let's see. The Magic of Thinking Big. This book for 7 years. And it's this idea that you have to change your mind, bro. You gotta think big. And this book teaches you the magic of thinking big. What happens when you think? It all starts in the mind. It all starts in the mind. The magic of thinking big, baby.
If you want to learn how to build a brand, you must master the art of persuasion. How do you persuade somebody to buy into you? Guys, I'm giving you fucking books I would never show anybody in the fucking world, bro. The Art of Persuasion. It's the fucking carrot, bro.
Ray Dalio from the book Principles. From the book Principles. Let me know if you guys know who Ray Dalio is. Little fire emoji if you know who Ray Dalio is. Ray Dalio put a little video 23 hours ago of it, something that I've been talking about for 2 years. I'm gonna play that for you real quick so that you're aware that when billionaires talk, they're not telling you. I'm gonna give it to you guys for free. Given to me by one of the best traders that I know in the world. Trading the Zone by Mark Douglas. This is your first trading book, okay? You do not read anything else until you read Trading the Zone in the Zone. You do not read anything else. This is gonna teach you the psychology and the mindset that you need in order to not lose, okay? Trading in the Zone. I lost my page count, hang on. Because I was reading this over the last week. I need you to pick up Trading in the Zone, but you can get the audio version as well. So pick that one up today. Okay, so we need to understand the next one. Hang on, let me pull it because I need to basically go back to the beginning to get the titles because I've already gone through these books. Big Debt Crisis by Ray Dalio. I know nobody in here's read it. No one's read it. So I'm giving you guys all the sauce. Pick that up, please. Next, The Fourth Turning. The Fourth Turning. It's basically an indicator on where we are in the clock of the American Empire, okay? And I need you guys to be aware of this because a lot of people are biased. A lot of people are biased. But if you can remove the bias and not like hold a grudge, not get upset, not act like you're right, but look at stuff pragmatically, you have a chance to do well. The Fourth Turning. Please pick that up. Big Debt Crisis by Ray Dalio. And then finally, another Ray Dalio book that I need you to pick up. It's a really dense book, but as you can tell, I reread this all the time. As you can tell right there, I am on chapter 16 of The Changing World Order, Why Nations Succeed and Fail by Ray Dalio. Okay? That's your list of books, guys. Besides you guys taking self-education seriously, you guys need to start listening to the right information. So, most of you guys aren't gonna read these books, I understand, okay? At least, please, for your own sake, for the sake of your own soul, for the sake of your children, for the sake of your future spouse, for the sake of your own fucking sake, at least listen to it. You know what
I would give people a simple book. There's a book called The Art of Self-Learning. Before learning how to think, you have to learn how to learn, right? Just because you were taught in school how to read a book or that you had to memorize something doesn't necessarily mean that that was the way or the only way of learning.
This is the book. It's from Forbes. The greatest business stories of all time. right? For a lot of you guys that are young, first you need to understand and believe that it's possible, right? The greatest business stories of all time. You're gonna read a ton of entrepreneurs right here, a lot of self-made that came from nothing, that really inspired me to be like, you know what, if these guys could do it with no fucking internet, on the fucking railroads, with their little fucking Telegram thing, that's how these guys were making tens of millions of dollars. And you can't, with the internet, run an online business? You can't make 50 grand a month? Shut the fuck up. Excuses, bitch. We're not about excuses here. We know how to take action. And action and speed is more essential than, let me sit down and theorize why the government is... Bro, everybody can be a fucking philosopher. Be a fucking gladiator. Go out and do that shit. Go out and run that shit. I gotta get this man is tired. We're gonna close the stream. Maybe we do another one. See you guys. Peace, blessings. Hope you guys leave better.
Daily streamer. And shout out to Luke.
Better. Hopefully you guys leave better than you came today. And thanks, brother, for showing up. We'll do this again tomorrow, but tomorrow will be a little bit more prepared and fresh.
And I'm gonna have more energy. I'm sorry, I've been tired. I've been working harder than I ever have. I'm on a mission right now.
You lost your flight. Your flight was delayed, and you got in at like 2 in the morning. So yeah. we've had a long day. But we're gonna have a great time, guys. So have a wonderful day. Keep you guys posted at Luke Belmar on Instagram. Right now, what's extremely important is like this video. I assume that's how it works on live stream. This shit. Like this shit. Leave a comment. If you don't leave a comment, fuck you. Because we just gave you guys an hour and 15 minutes of our time, and it's a lot of time. But we're willing to do that, just reciprocate, because every relationship is a give and take, right? You have to provide value, and you have to be willing to extract value. So I've provided you value.
Is everything just about money? What if I just want to hang out with my friends?
You can hang out with your friends, but you can't expect the life of a person that doesn't hang out with the friends. You have to be willing to clock in, clock out, but you have to be willing to clock in earlier than people and clock out later than people. Just do things a little bit better, bro. Just a little bit better. A little bit more fitness, a little bit more finesse, a little bit more business, a little bit more education. Hard. Everything is hard at first, bro. Okay. All right, I gotta get this man tucked in because it's time to elevate. Stream at 2 p.m. or at 1 p.m. or something
Whenever
like
the fuck
that.
I wake up, I need to take a nap.
All right, sounds good. Peace, love. Leave a comment and share this with your friends and family. Peace. How do I end this shit? Just the recorder ends. All right, guys. The book for today is On War. War is not merely a political act, but also a political instrument. You need to understand that war is a tool that is utilized to push narratives forward. You need to understand this, right? Yesterday we talked about successful stories, right? Today it's On War. It's a very short book. I'm not giving you any like fucking crazy stuff, right? It's a small book that's it's 130 pages. You could finish this book in a day if you actually wanted to. Now you're gonna understand when things happen, Ukraine, Iraq, Iran, Afghanistan, the desert storm, Vietnam, all this shit, you'll understand why.